Welcome back, everyone, to the Film Room. I'm Adam Kaplan. He's NFL Film Senior Producer Greg Cosell. And Greg, the safety position, everybody knows you got to be able to cover, but some guys are tall, they're big, but they can move. Nobody better than LaRon Landry of the Redskins. Greg, you watch this guy since he was a rookie. What's he bringing to the table?
Well, let's just start by saying the safety position has become a much more important position in recent years. There was a time when people thought, Adam, you could draft a safety third, fourth round, plug him in, when the pass game wasn't as diverse as it is now. Now safeties have to have a multiplicity of skills. You can't hide your safeties anymore.
They got to cover.
No, because teams now will line up with 3, 4 wide receivers or tight ends like Jermichael Finley, and you know what? Your safety better be able to play in space and cover someone. You can't hide him in the box anymore. The days of a box safety and a deep safety are over. Both safeties must be able to run and cover, and Landry can do both. I think he's better closer to the line of scrimmage, but he can run. He's an explosive athlete who can cover a lot of ground, a physical player. He can blitz. He can play the deep half, maybe not as well as you'd think given the way he moves, but he can do that. And I think that LaRon Landry is a guy that is system versatile. You can line him up at the line of scrimmage. You can line him up deeper. The one question I'd have about him, I'm not sure he's a real good man-to-man cover player. I think that's a little bit of a deficiency in his game. He's not been asked to do it a lot, and I'm not sure that that's something he necessarily can do.
And another guy that I kind of like to talk about here is Deshaun Goldson, who a couple years ago looked like he was coming on, didn't get a ton of interest in free agency, comes back to the 49ers, plays very well this year, by the way. Yeah. Let's talk about Deshaun Goldson. Not a lot of people talk about him, but we're going to talk about him here.
No, and I like this kid. He's a kid who, you're right, this year he really came on. I love when I watch a guy and I see the physicality and the willingness to be physical. But I think this kid has excellent range. I think he's got good instincts. I think he reads coverage well. He's very good in coverage. You see it here, intercepting a ball against the Browns. He's a really good deep defender. I think he has excellent range. I think he moves well. I really like this kid. I think he would enhance any secondary because he's sort of your classic deep defender. Look at him react to this route. He's playing deep, he reacts, he plants and drives. This is a really good play by Goldson. Very symptomatic of the kind of player he is.
And ironically, that's against a tight end.
Right.
Position the safeties are going to get tested with every week. Now, we look at a guy in Michael Griffin of the Titans who I think, I'll tell you what, I remember when he came out some years ago, he was a first-round pick. People were trying to figure out free safety, strong safety. I don't think it matters with this kid because this kid brings it.
Yeah, although I've always felt, Adam, that this kid's been a better athlete than player.
Okay.
I think there's been an inconsistency to his game just in the mental part of the game. I think that he's a player that at times doesn't read things well, but at the end of the day, he's really gifted physically. He runs. I mean, people thought he might be able to play corner when he came out of Texas.
I remember that.
As you recall.
That was the issue. What position you play?
Right, because the kid is really gifted physically. And again, I can't speak to how he's coached, but when I watch him on film, I always feel like there are plays in any given game where he just doesn't see it the way he should see it. But again, now if you can coach him well, put him in a scheme that helps him, I think he's a really, really gifted athlete. I mean, this kid can play deep. He can cover man-to-man. Like we said, he could. There was a time he could play. We thought he could play corner in this league. So physically, he's got everything you look for. You just have to get this kid to be able to focus and concentrate play after play. Then I think if he could do that, you'd be looking at a Pro Bowl player.
All right, that's it for the safety position. He's Greg Cosell. I'm Adam Kaplan.